Hey guys, today is the 8th of March and I am 24 weeks pregnant. Not a ton has changed since last week. One of the things that has but that I've noticed a lot lately is if I do not eat a bowl of cereal in the morning or 2 bowls of cereal in the morning before breakfast. It's not even my breakfast. This is like a pre-breakfast breakfast. I get up in the morning, I go out to the kitchen, I let the dog out, I feed the animals, I get myself a bowl of cereal, and then I get back in bed and I eat my cereal. Then when I actually get up, then I will eat breakfast. If I don't eat the cereal in the morning, I feel like I haven't eaten for 3 days. I feel starving and weak and just famished and like I'm going to fall over and die. So cereal has been my best friend lately and I have to have cereal to eat in the morning. For food in general, I've just had to make sure that I'm eating more often. I'm trying to eat smaller meals throughout the day because I'm eating more often, but I do get hungry faster because I feel like my body is just pulling all of the nutrients and all of the things that it needs from the food at a much faster rate. Evie's kerfuffling over there. You kerfuffling? I feel like I do get hungry faster because my food is being digested faster maybe? I'm not sure. But I definitely am hungry more often. I'm also super thirsty lately. I've been talking about drinking water for the past couple of updates and I have just been really thirsty this past week. I feel like I cannot get enough water and I'm drinking quite a bit. And I'm using my little water drinking reminder plant nanny, whatever the crap it is. Although I did kill one of my plants because I didn't do so well for a couple days in a row. I am using my water drinking reminders to try to drink as much as possible, and then instead of drinking apple juice, which is what I was drinking quite a lot, instead of drinking that, I am just drinking water with my meals and making sure that I refill the water as much as possible so that I always have cold water on hand. But I still feel like I cannot get enough water in my body. Of course, then I drink too much water and then I feel like my stomach's gonna explode because I have too much water, so then I just get uncomfortable and then it's miserable. So I'm trying to find a happy medium between getting enough water in my body so that I'm not dying of thirst and not also exploding from discomfort. Still having Braxton Hicks contractions. They don't follow a certain pattern or anything like that. They definitely will pop up if I do any sort of heavy lifting whatsoever. I got yelled at a couple times because I moved some boxes that I wasn't supposed to, but there was nobody else to do it, and I'm so used to being able to pick up boxes of books that it was just like, well, no one's here, so it has to be done. But I've had to definitely tell myself not to do that because I will definitely get Braxton Hicks contractions directly after or even during moving stuff. Moving house is gonna be so much fun. I hate feeling useless. I absolutely hate feeling useless. I don't like to feel like other people have to move things for me. My parents always made me feel like I could do everything that I wanted and like I could do everything that my brother did except stay out late at night, which my dad was like, you're a girl, so you can't stay out as late. You have to come home earlier. Your curfew is gonna be 10 and your brother's was gonna be 11, so blah, blah, blah. Anyway, my dad always made me feel like I could do things and like I didn't need a man to do things. And feeling like a weak lady, to put it bluntly, just does not suit me and does not feel good to me, and I don't like it, and it's frustrating and it makes me want to pull my hair out when people tell me you can't lift that box, because it's like I actually can lift that box, I'm just not fucking supposed to. So but I know obviously that I need to not be lifting that kind of stuff. It's not good for you. It's definitely not good for the baby. So I need to avoid doing it. It's just hard because I'm so used to being able to move furniture on my own and not have to be like, can you come and help me move this table? It's kind of heavy. Can you come and help me move these boxes? They're kind of heavy. I literally only ask for help if it's truly something that I cannot move. I moved a freaking gun safe, like a massive gun safe by myself, thank you very much, and then I got yelled at because I wasn't supposed to do it. So I need to stop. It's just hard. I don't like feeling like I need a man to do things for me. I am beginning to have issues with pregnancy insomnia, not so much so that I will wake up in the middle of the night and then not be able to fall back asleep, but I definitely wake up over and over and over at night. Every time that I need to roll over onto my other side because I don't sleep on my back, I'm a stomach sleeper normally, obviously that's that's not an option anymore. So I have to sleep on either one side or the other side, and every single time I switch sides, I wake up, and it's really annoying. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I don't have to get up yet. Let me sleep in for another half hour. I can't. It's immediate. Like, I wake up and immediately it's like, cereal? Let's get cereal. Let's have some cereal now. And then all bets are off, and then I'm awake for the rest of the day. I don't feel like I have much of a nesting mode going right now. I do feel like I have a little bit of my motivation back, but definitely not a ton. And I haven't needed to nap every single day, but there have been days where I've been extremely exhausted, and taking a nap really, really helps. So hopefully I won't fall back into that super hardcore fatigue from the first trimester again, yet at least, because that was tough. I guess while I'm sitting here thinking about how my back is hurting, I should mention how my back is hurting a lot. I have major back pain, especially right underneath my shoulder blades. So if I'm pointing like at my back right now, the shoulder blades right there, I just have the worst daggery sharp needle pains ever, and they are so painful, and my back is in so much pain all the time, and nothing seems to help it at all except to lay flat and just do nothing. And that's obviously not an option when you have a life. So having to deal with the back pain has just been so difficult, and it's only gonna get worse with the weight of my stomach getting more and more and more. It's just gonna suck. Wait, so I talked about when I went to my doctor's appointment that I had clothes on and boots on and shoes on, and I had just eaten and I hadn't peed and this, that, and the other, and how I weighed like 122 pounds at like 21 weeks or something like that. And that definitely, it's definitely was not an accurate representation of what I weigh. I was able to weigh myself normally, like I normally do on a scale, and I'm at about 121 pounds now at 24 weeks. So that definitely was not an accurate representation. I probably was maybe 2 pounds lighter or something. I can't have been that much lighter, but I definitely wasn't 122 pounds at 21 weeks. I was probably closer to 120, 119 or something. But currently I am at 121 pounds. I do not know what my belly measures. I'm not going to try to measure it because Dale is not here and I just can't do it on my own. So on to the baby side of things. The baby no longer just moves at night and in the morning. He now moves all day long, kicks all over the place. He still prefers the one side of my stomach to the other, but he has moved a couple times to the other side and kicked over there, and then he'll kick in the front, and then he'll kind of, he started to kick where I can start to feel it higher up towards my rib cage now, which is not pleasant, and I'm really not looking forward to that. But he is definitely moving all over. He is taking so much advantage of the fact that he has space in there still, and he is just floating around and kicking and doing this and that and the other and whatnot and blah 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 blah. His movements are definitely visible now. They're creepy and just like, this is just weird. Justine was able to feel the baby move. He kicked pretty hard and she felt it, and then Elise tried yesterday and he kicked softly, and I asked her if she felt it and she said she did, but I don't think she did. I don't gather from her expression that she actually had. So she hasn't been able to feel it yet. The only other person who has felt my belly move is Dale. Nobody else has put their hand on my belly. I haven't invited anyone except my mom, and he didn't kick for her either, but that was several weeks ago. I haven't gotten to the point where I feel comfortable having other people feel my belly yet, which it's not that I feel uncomfortable necessarily. It's just, I don't know, I just haven't offered to have anybody feel it yet. It hasn't, except Dale and the kids. I haven't been like, give me your hand and feel my belly. Again, my mom, yes, but nobody else in my family have I been like, come feel the baby move. And I don't know if that's gonna be something that I ever necessarily offer to do. I'm not gonna say no. If somebody wants to feel and he's kicking, then okay, but I don't know that I'm ever going to necessarily offer. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just not like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I'm just not used to people touching my stomach. So I realized that I never give you full updates on the baby himself, so I figured I would do that. So I'm going to use my app, and I will link below the one that I use. It's called the Ovia app. I will go ahead and link that for you guys so you guys can see, and this is the one that I've been using. So at 24 weeks and 0 days, the baby is about the size of a G.I. Joe, supposedly. He's also the size, I believe it's an eggplant and like a puffin or something like that. So there are a couple things that they can compare to. Yeah, a garden eggplant, a demi-baguette, which is bread in case you didn't know, and then an Atlantic puffin. So today, baby boy has reached his first viability milestone. Here's an ovation because baby's lungs are getting so good at breathing that he's reached his first viability milestone. Cool. So here is the little update for this week. His lungs are producing the substance that will make them inflate when he has to breathe on his own, and he's over a foot tall. With the baby growing so big, you're starting to notice more skin problems in your own body, like an itchy belly and swelling in your feet. You may not be able to shake these symptoms at least until delivery, but there are ways to manage them. The baby's starting to develop taste buds, which means that before long he will be able to taste some of the stronger flavors of the things you eat through the amniotic fluid he still swallows regularly. Yes, if you did not know that, what you eat can often be tasted in the amniotic fluid. So if you want your baby to be more prone to liking vegetables or something, or a certain type of food over another, eat a lot of that, and then when they're born they actually will be more likely to eat that food. His lungs are developing significantly now from all of his practice breathing, and he's making cells that will produce surfactant, a material that will help his lungs expand and operate once he reaches the air. Surfactant exists to help keep the lungs from sticking together when they expand. Gained about 1/4 pound last week in bones, muscle, and fat. His eyebrows, lashes, and hair are coming in, but they still lack pigment and appear white. His skin is getting a bit pinker due to the appearance of capillaries. Capillaries, not capillaries. Capillaries is the stupidest word I've ever heard. Capillaries. Ears and fingernails are also complete, and by the end of this week he will probably be about 13 inches long. So that is it for today's update. I will show you my belly, and then yeah, that is it for the update for 24 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm now going to lay down on my back for a minute because I'm in so much pain sitting on the floor, and my entire right leg is numb and I can't feel it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will show you my belly. Here is my belly at 24 weeks from the front, shirt on. From the one side, shirt on. My foot is super tingly because it was asleep. This feels horrible. From the other side with the shirt on. From the front, shirt off. I feel like I might be getting a little bit of linea negra down at the bottom, but sometimes it's from my pants, so I can't really tell. But it looks like I may be getting a tiny bit of it, which whatever, I don't care. But that's from the front, from the side, and from the other side. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button down below in case you guys didn't know what that thumbs up button does. It basically makes it so that YouTube sees that a lot of people like this video, and it will start suggesting this video to other people, which means that my content will be more available to other people, which would be fantastic. So hit the thumbs up button below, subscribe, comment, and share if you want to. I will talk to you guys next week.